So the day is finally here. I am filming my 1 year vegan update video for you guys. I'm gonna link in the description below a link to a playlist of all my other vegan updates so you can watch my journey, how I got here, and that kind of does a step-by-step of how I was feeling along the way and different things I've noticed. So I'm just gonna do an in general, I think, for this video of things that I've noticed, because probably not too much has changed. I think the bottom line of this video is gonna be that I am so happy that I went vegan, that I stayed vegan, that I am vegan, and I have absolutely zero plans on ever going back to being a vegetarian or a meat eater or any of that crap that I was in the past. Definitely the best I've ever felt. Definitely a year of the best sleep I've ever had, the most rested and awake and alert I've ever been. I wake up faster and easier. I go to sleep faster and I can think more clearly, which is amazing. As far as physical appearance goes, because I know lots of people go through like crazy physical transformations, that's like a big selling point to veganism. That's, I mean, I'll be honest, that was one of the things that intrigued me. So my personal experience with going vegan and my physical appearance, as far as weight goes, so weight-wise for me, I've always fluctuated. I was my heaviest weight in late high school and into my early 20s, and since then my weight's kind of consistently, literally consistently yo-yoed on its way downward, but lots of yo-yoing. And this past year, I'm gonna be real, has not been any different. I started the year at one weight and I gained about 10 pounds from last fall into early last spring. And since from June until September, I've since lost those 10 pounds again. So I'm back where I started. I think a lot of that was stress and eating poorly, which goes to show that you can gain or lose weight like any other diet being vegan. So I don't think that's too much of a factor, or at least for my body it wasn't a factor. It wasn't like I dropped a ton of weight. It was my same yo-yoing pattern that it always is. If you watch like my first vegan haul, I talk about one of the reasons I wanted to try more vegan food was to help clear up my skin. I am wearing quite a bit of makeup right now, so you can't see right now. I do have vlogs, I think, where I'm not wearing makeup, but my skin has stayed its same awfulness throughout the year. So there's another thing. I eat a reasonable vegan diet, I want to say. It's not crazy healthy, it's not crazy junky, it's somewhere in between. I eat on all aspects of that. Sometimes I eat really clean, sometimes I eat Ben & Jerry's non-dairy ice cream. I know a lot of acne is hormonal imbalances and stuff, which I think I have something like that. I have tried switching up like my shower regime and my face and skincare regime, so I don't know. I've had awful skin throughout adulthood now, so it's no surprise to me. Hopefully someday I will find the answer to what is causing my horrendous skin. So the skin clearing and the weight loss that a lot of people associate with going vegan, or a lot of like the draw towards going vegan appearance wise, those didn't affect me at all. But I see lots of people that have those experiences, so I don't know, just from my perspective. I've talked about this in other updates and it's still true today. It was one of the first things I noticed, is that my nails are way stronger than they used to be and they grow way faster than they used to. It's insane, because they used to literally break that way and diagonally and it'd be very painful, and I've never had such strong nails in my life. I just cut them today, so they're not quite their usual long self, but I could grow long nails if I wanted to now. I don't like long nails. They get in the way for me. I play musical instruments, I do hair, so it's not practical. And I really do not like having long nails, or else I'd be able to. My toenails grow wicked fast. I kind of have this thing where I really like cutting my nails, so I get to do that more often, but I always am like looking down at my feet or something. I'm like, I have to cut my nails again. I just did a week ago. My hair is the same thickness that it usually is, so that didn't change at all. I think the main thing that has changed is just my perspective and doing research and watching more videos about the ethical sides of veganism and just living this lifestyle and just being more sympathetic and empathetic to what the other creatures on this earth go through and are always going through, which is one of the things that I still can't, I think it'll take me a long time to wrap my brain around the fact that even though you go vegan, that you're so excited and thankful to not be participating in the animal industry and all the products and putting your money towards any of that. It is still going on. I was thinking about it a lot during the beginning. I want to say there was like 2 months straight where I cried every single night just thinking about slaughterhouses and the dairy industry and just how horrendous it is. And I know this is terrible, but I try not to think about it all day, every day anymore. I still think about it, but it's just whenever it comes into my brain, which is very often, I'm just baffled that this is the reality, because it truly is a nightmare scenario that is the reality of our world. So I found that I am a lot more sympathetic and empathetic to what these poor creatures are going through. I'm more empathetic to the animals in my own household, to my dog and my cat. I can put myself more into their shoes. I know I can't do that fully. As much as I can think from their perspective, I do now. So yeah, a lot of that has changed and evolved, just the way I think about everyday life. And I think the hardest part about being vegan is all the knowledge that you have and just knowing that these atrocities are occurring all day, every day, all around the world. And because of that, the other hardest thing that would tie in with that is probably the social aspect of veganism. It has been and is pretty isolating. It's a lonely place to be, at least for me, living more in the countryside. I don't have a lot of vegans slash any other vegans in this area. I'm sure if you were in the city or in another place where it was more common to be vegan, it would be a lot easier socially and have more of a support system. Eventually, I do want to live, that would be the dream, to live in a place where there was more of a vegan culture. It has gotten easier. I don't think it'll ever be easy, but it has gotten easier to deal with the constant influx of questions and people wanting to just constantly debate you on the whole idea of veganism, because everyone does think that you're wrong. For the most part, I've found pretty much everybody thinks that you're wrong. Their way of living is correct over veganism and you're doing something wrong, and everybody thinks that they can talk you out of it. And I think in everybody's brain, they're gonna come up with that one question or that one point that's gonna make you go, huh, you're right, I am stupid, you're so right, I'm not gonna be vegan anymore. That's what everybody thinks is gonna happen, just from my experience with everybody's questions. And even my family and extended family in the very beginning was kind of pushing me with those certain questions. They've been a lot more accepting recently. I think they're fine with it now, but it's just kind of funny that everybody thinks that you're gonna drop it somehow and they're gonna convince you that you're doing something wrong because you're not contributing to animal abuse and slaughter and enslavement and exploitation. Sorry, I'm still okay with not participating in those aspects of our world. But I am very happy that I have found this path. It has definitely been life-changing. I'm excited for the future, and definitely if you feel like an isolated vegan, reach out on social media. It's definitely been the best, and I don't know if I would have stayed vegan without social media, without YouTube, and like connecting with people that are very encouraging. There are some nasty sides to the vegan YouTube community if you haven't seen some of the recent YouTube drama, but there are a lot of positive people on YouTube encouraging you with veganism and helping answer questions. So definitely YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook pages. There's lots of resources for new vegans and just old vegans. I found like some people on Instagram and Facebook just messaged me being like, hi, I'm vegan, or I've been vegan for years or something, and I just need more positive people on my timeline or on my feed, and just someone to talk to when everybody in my life is being so negative about me being vegan. So I definitely encourage you to reach out to other vegans if you are feeling lonely or isolated or just feeling down about people being negative to you in your life. I do have a video on here that I'll link about being a different type of vegan too, which I think is really important, that I've discovered that you can be whatever type of person you want to be, and you can still be vegan, and it's fine. And I think it's a good thing for other outside people to see, because it's really cool that the last year meeting new people, and if it comes up that you're vegan, if you're talking about food or anything like that, that a lot of people slash everybody's like, you're vegan? Oh, that's crazy. Or a lot of people now are like, that's so cool, and they ask you positive questions about it, because it's something, at least around here, that you don't meet vegans every day slash ever. So it's nice to be a positive example of veganism and to do my part, I guess, in spreading the message in this little hodunk town in New Hampshire. But yeah, it's just been really cool, the amount of people that have asked me about veganism, and even if sometimes you go through the just stinky experiences with people being rude to you or borderline mean. I feel like that happens no matter what in life, but yeah, it's gonna happen if you eat differently than everybody else. But I've gotten a lot of people reach out to me and asking me more questions about veganism, or about easy vegan recipes they can make, or about just wanting to eat healthier. So that's been really cool, just being like this new resource for people in my personal life, and just like on Facebook, and people I went to high school with and stuff sometimes reach out to me, so that's kind of cool. My love for food has grown exponentially, which is crazy because I already was such a food lover. I can make anywhere from, I don't know, like 50 to 100 times more things than I knew how to cook before, because you are forced to be creative and to relearn how to feed yourself, basically. I want to say it was like a struggle for the first like week and a half, and then it got very easy. So if you're thinking about going vegan and watching this video, you're gonna struggle for a week, 2 weeks, but then it's gonna get easy. As is any new habit in life, gets easier after like a couple weeks of doing it. I recently went to a new doctor, got my blood work done, because you should, because I honestly had no idea what my different levels, like my iron and B12 levels, were gonna be, even though I feel like they should be fine. And I got the call the other day that all my levels of iron and B12 and folate and all that goodness is all normal, healthy, fine. So, woohoo. Still alive, still going strong. Deal with it. I think it's kind of cool that this YouTube page has kind of transitioned almost overnight into a vegan YouTube page, which it was not before, because I've had this YouTube page for 6 or 7 years now. It's been a while. So the last year, this has just been pretty much a purely vegan YouTube channel. which is kind of cool. And I kind of wanted it to be because it just has changed my world so much that I have so much to talk about and share and kind of converse with you guys about. Those are my major points I wanted to punch out in this video. 1 year later, I'm definitely on the path of no return now, and I'm very happy about it. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like or dislike, whatever. All my social media links will be in the description below as always, and I'll talk to you guys in a later video. Bye!